Is our chapter of refund. My fund is with the government. I want it back. So the chapter of refund. See, Baba, giving money is very easy. But when you want it back, no, it is very difficult to take it back. In the same way, when you pay the money to the government, by mistake you paid or any amount you paid, taking it back, you have to follow a lot of procedure. And hence, we are going to learn the chapter of refund, where we'll be learning about the various procedures which are there. Everyone over here now, refund. Sir, what kind of a chapter it is? See, Baba, frankly talking, it's an A grade only. You will have a question of 4 to 6 marks in the exam. A graded chapter, 4 to 6 marks is something which is expected out of this chapter. Everyone over here now, listen. Refund. So what is refund, everyone? My fund is there with the government. I want it back, and hence the chapter of refund. Now when you want refund, listen. Always remember, first you have to go ahead and give an application. Along with the application, you have to give some documents to prove that the refund is due. That you have to prove. Plus, because it is indirect tax, you would have already passed on the burden. To prove that you have not passed on the burden, you have to give one more certificate, which is known as a CA certificate. Are we clear, everyone? And hence, let's go ahead and get it started. Everyone over here, applicant, any person can go ahead and apply for refund. Any person, whether you are a supplier, whether you are a recipient, who has gone ahead and borne the burden, can go ahead and apply for the refund. Remember, if you are going ahead and applying for the refund ke liye, first of all, listen, you always has to go and apply within how much time, everyone? 2 years. Refund is always subject to rule number 10B. 10B goes ahead and says your Aadhaar authentication must be done. R, revocation, refund. So if refund you are applying under rule number 89, you always have to make sure your Aadhaar authentication is done. Now the application for refund will go in RFD 01. If you are a UIN holder ka application is RFD 10. Normally the refund application for everyone is RFD 01, but for UIN holder it is RFD 10. Always remember, refund ka application, whenever you are going ahead and making, the refund ka application should be made within how much time, everyone? 2 years. 2 years from what date? 2 years should be seen from what date? And hence they have gone ahead and told, see everyone, the relevant date from which you should go ahead and ask for the refund within 2 years, right? So they have gone ahead and told what is the relevant date from when you should go ahead and see this 2 years. Now, always remember, refund is given under many scenario, and various scenario under the relevant date is different, and also what are the documents you have to give at the time of refund, asking for refund, those are also different. Because whenever you go ahead and apply for the refund, you have to give what? Documentary evidence or undertaking or statement to prove that the refund is due. Are we clear, everyone? So let's now go ahead and quickly go through what are the various situations when the refund will be given to you. What is the relevant date from which day you have to apply within 2 years, from which day the 2 years will be seen, and what are the documentary evidence which you have to attach with the application. Only then the refund will be given. Everyone over here, to establish that the refund is due. Number one, if you have gone ahead and exported the goods, people, within how much time you have to give the application? 2 years. 2 years from which date? We are going to read now. It says relevant date say 2 years. Relevant date in various scenarios are over here. So if you have gone ahead and exported the goods by sea, land or post, remember, in case of sea, the date on which the ship or aircraft leaves India, the day the ship left, you have exported the goods, run Baba run, go ahead, because you have exported. Exports are always zero rated. You will have to go ahead and claim your refund. Yes or no, everyone? Now, supposingly I have paid the IGST and I have gone ahead and exported. Whatever is the IGST I have paid, I have to claim a refund within how much time? 2 years. From which day I have to go ahead and give the application? From the day the ship leaves the India. If I have gone ahead and along with that, I have to go ahead and give the documentary evidence. What is the documentary evidence? A statement containing number and date of the shipping bill or the bill of export. Along with that, I have to make a statement containing the number of the shipping bill and the bill of export, or plus number and date of relevant export invoices. So I have to give two statements. Number one statement is what, everyone? The for which shipping bills I am claiming the refund, and secondly, the export invoices ka one statement. Secondly, sir, if I have exported the goods by land, I have exported the goods by land, then they are going ahead and telling you have to apply within 2 years. From which date? The date when the goods cross the custom frontier, the day when the goods left India. Basically, when they cross the custom borders, that day you should run Baba run, you should go ahead and apply within 2 years. Everyone over here, what are the document? The same one, shipping bill or bill of export plus the export invoices ka statement. The next one over here, if you have sent the goods by post outside India, the day the goods are dispatched by the post office outside India, saying the goods have been sent outside India, run Baba run, you have to go ahead and give an application. Application ke saath, you have to give the documentary evidence. What is the documentary evidence? Same statement containing the shipping bill or bill of export plus statement of export invoices. Next, sir, if I have gone ahead and exported the service, people, export of service means what? Supplier is in India, recipient is outside India, place of supply is outside India, and you have received foreign convertible currency. So service ka case mein, always remember, first one is giving the service, secondly receiving the payment. Both have to be there, only then the refund will be given. So it says, in case of services, later of the date of invoice or the date of payment, whichever is later. So I went ahead and gave the service today. Later I received the payment, whichever is later. From that day, I should apply within how much time? 2 years. And whenever you are going ahead and giving the application, you should give a statement containing the number and date of the invoice plus BRC or FIRC. What is BRC, everyone? Bank Realization Certificate, or FIRC is Foreign Inward Remittance Certificate that you have received the payment. Foreign currency has been received. The next one over here is, sir, if you have supplied your goods to an SEZ unit or developer. People, when you supply to an SEZ unit or developer, whatever GST you have paid, that GST ka refund will be given because it's a zero-rated supply. Yes or no? And hence they are going ahead and telling you have to go ahead and make an application within 2 years. 2 years from which day? Due date of return with respect to such supply. So for an example, I supplied in the month of April. April ka due date is 20th of the May. From here, I should make an application within 2 years. And along with that, I have to give a statement. This is what containing the number and date of invoice plus one endorsement from the SEZ saying they have received the goods. One endorsement I have to take that they have received the goods plus the payment detail in case of services. So if you have gone ahead and supplied to an SEZ, always remember, what will you do, everyone? The date you have filed the return, the due date of filing the return with respect to that supply. From that day, you should run Baba run, give within application within 2 years. What is the application, everyone? What is the application? GST RFD 01. Along with that, you have to give documentary evidence. What is the documentary evidence? Statement containing the number and date of invoice plus the endorsement that they have received the goods plus the payment detail in case of service. In case of service, you always have to give the payment ka detail also. The next one over here is deemed export. What is deemed export, everyone? If you are going ahead and supplying to some people, like there's an advance authorization holder, there's a person who has advance authorization, or there's an EPCG authorization holder, or if you are supplying to export oriented unit, or a bank or PSU is supplying gold to a person who is holding an advance authorization. Remember, whenever basically supplies are done to whom? Advance authorization holder. If you go ahead and supply to whom? Advance authorization holder. These people actually go ahead and supply outside India. If you supply to EPCG, Export Promotion Capital Goods Authorization Holder, they are also going to supply outside India. If you supply to EOU, they are also going to actually supply outside India. If you go ahead and supply, if you are a bank or PSU and you supply gold to an advance authorization holder, that person is also going to supply outside India. So government says, Ramesh, ultimately what you will supply to them, they are going to supply outside India. No. So when you are supplying to them, this is known as deemed export. Is my point clear to all? Everyone over here now. They are telling deemed export ka case mein also, everyone here, you know what happens in deemed export? Whenever you supply to these people, no, whatever GST is there, you should pay it out of your pocket and then claim a refund. First pay the GST and then claim a refund. So they are going ahead and telling the actual date of filing return with respect to the deemed export. If I have supplied in this month ka return I filed in next month, from that day I should take my application within 2 years. Then they are telling along with that you should give a statement containing the number and the date of invoice plus the other document which are notified. There are some other document which are notified which I have written down here. You know what? You have to give a document that, sir, I have supplied to these people and these people have received the supply. That document you have to give. What is that document? See, acknowledgement by the jurisdictional tax officer. The tax officer of whom? The advance authorization holder or the EPCG authorization holder or the tax invoice signed by the EOU that they have received the supply. You have to give one acknowledgement that, sir, the EOU has received the goods. Or you have to take an acknowledgement from these people ka whom? Jurisdictional tax officer that these people have received the goods. Are we clear, everyone? The next one over here is they are going ahead and telling also you should take an undertaking by the recipient that no ITC has been taken by them and they will never go ahead and file a refund application. I'll give you an example. I supplied to an advance authorization holder. Okay? I made a tax invoice 1 crore rupees and I charged 18 lakh GST. Always remember one thing, whenever you supply to an advance authorization holder, in this case, when you supply to the advance authorization holder, first of all, you should go ahead and give what? An acknowledgement from his jurisdictional tax officer that this guy has received the goods. Secondly, you have to take an undertaking from him that he will not take the ITC also of this 18 lakh rupees and he will also not go ahead and claim a refund of this 18 lakh rupees. Only then you will be given the refund. Is my point clear to all? They are going ahead and telling over here that, sir, deemed export ka case mein, sir, you should give a statement containing the number and date of invoice plus the other document. And the other document notified, I have gone ahead and told over here. The next one over here is judgment, degree or order. For an example, one court ka order came and after the court ka order, people, you had paid pre-deposit. You remember pre-deposit, etc. You had paid some pre-deposit. Court ka order has come and now the pre-deposit will be refunded to you. You had paid some pre-deposit. Do you remember 10%, 20%, court ka order came and 100% tax was paid will be refunded. So they are telling if any judgment, degree or order, because of a judgment, degree or order, a refund will be given to you. Then the date of communication of the judgment, degree or order, the day the judgment was given to you, from that day, you should go ahead and apply within 2 years. Sir, what is the document I should give? Reference order, reference number of the order, copy of the order which is passed, and reference number of the payment of the, sir, nothing. Copy of the order, plus the reference number, plus, sir, I had gone ahead and paid the pre-deposit. That proof you have to go ahead and give. The next one over here is if refund is of unutilized ITC. Sir, my ITC ka refund I want. One is ITC ka refund given. Zero rated supply. And again is what? Inverted duty structure. Input ka rate is more, output ka rate is less. The differential will always be refunded. Always remember, sir, the date of return, the due date of return under section number 39 from that day. So for an example, I went ahead and made some zero rated supply in this month. This month ka return is filed. From that day, I should apply within 2 years. Along with that, I have to give a statement containing the number and the date of invoices received and invoices that were issued. Sir, I made zero rated supply. These are the zero rated supply invoices and these are the invoices which are received. The next one, provisional payment of tax. People, you know what? I went ahead and paid some tax provisional assessment order came and I paid 5 lakh rupees tax over here. Later, final assessment happened and I was liable only to pay 4 lakh rupees. It means I already paid 5 lakh rupees. How much is the refund I will get? 1 lakh. You know what? Department will do one adjustment saying 5 lakh minus 4 lakh. Department will do the adjustment over here. 5 lakh minus 4 lakh, 1 lakh has to be refunded. The day department has done the adjustment, from that day, you should file your application within the next 2 years. It says, sir, provisionally if you have paid the tax, the day the department does the adjustment, from that day you should apply within 2 years. Sir, what should I go ahead and give? Documentary evidence when I am applying. Always remember the reference number of the copy of final assessment order, because of which the refund is due. That final assessment ka copy has to be given. The next over here, person other than the supplier. If I am not the supplier, supposingly I supplied the goods to you, you have borne the burden. Okay, I went ahead and supplied the goods to you, you have borne the burden. Who has borne the burden, supplier or recipient? I have already made you the bakra. I collected 18% and gave to the government. Later you realize, sir, there was no tax only. Ramesh charged the tax and gave it to the government. Now you want a refund. You can also go ahead and apply from the date of receipt of goods, services, or both. The day you received the goods, services, or both, from that day you should apply within how much time? 2 years. Along with that, sir, what is the details I should go ahead and give? The detail is basically, you can go ahead and explain that, sir, I went ahead and bought these goods paid this much tax was there, I paid this much tax, actually there is no tax only, so I want a refund. That statement you can make and go. Next. Sir, wrong classification or excess payment. You know what? Wrong tax paid to the government, see GST, SGST. So people pay the correct tax. Pay the correct tax. The day you pay the correct tax, the wrong tax can be taken refund. From the date of payment of correct tax, you can apply for the refund within 2 years. Do you remember section number 77 in our demand and recovery chapter? Wrong tax paid, you can claim a refund. How? First, pay the correct tax. Once you pay the correct tax, from that day you have to apply within 2 years. Date of payment of correct tax, say you have to apply within 2 years, and just make a statement showing the transaction details. Sir, I had paid this amount, I should have paid this amount, this is the differential, and they will go ahead and give you the refund. Or sir, I paid CGST, SGST, actually it should have been IGST, so now I paid the IGST, please give the refund of the CGST and SGST. The next is, if you are a UN holder, people, UN holder, whatever they purchase, on that whatever tax they pay, they can claim a refund? Yes or no? So for that, they are going ahead and telling the last day of the quarter in which the supplies were received, from that day they should apply within 2 years. And along with that, they should give a statement of all the inward supplies, in which form everyone? GSTR 11. Now, I've gone ahead and told you what are the scenarios you will get the refund. What are the various scenarios you will get the refund. Along with the various scenario, I told you the various relevant date and I told you the various document. Now listen, whenever you have to go ahead and claim a refund, you should always apply within how much time, everyone? 2 years. Within 2 years. And UN holder also should apply within 2 years. From the last day of the quarter, they should apply within 2 years. Always remember, you have to go ahead and file your refund application. Refund application is always subject to Aadhaar authentication. Once you have done your Aadhaar authentication, please give an application in RFD 01 or RFD 10. Along with that, you have to give a documentary evidence or undertaking or statement. Did I already tell you? What are the documents you have to go ahead and give? Now listen. Whenever you give an application, whenever you go ahead and give an application, along with that you have to give documentary evidence to prove that the refund is due. Sir, also you have to prove that the refund is due to you only. Number one, see, whenever you ask a refund to the government, no, government will say, Ramesh, I will not give the refund to you. I will always put the money in consumer welfare fund. I told why? Because ultimately you would have collected already from the customer. No, sir. If you have paid extra tax, that extra tax which you have paid, you would have collected from the customer. So you have to also give a proof that, sir, I have not gone ahead and passed on the burden to the customer. And that is what is told. You have to give a documentary evidence to prove that no unjust enrichment. Can you tell me what are the 3 things required? One is a application. You have to take one application. Number 2, documentary evidence to prove that the refund is there. And also documentary evidence to prove that, sir, there is no unjust enrichment. I am not becoming rich at the cost of someone else. It is my refund only. Then the refund will be given to you. Sir, there are always remember, what is the documentary evidence to prove that the refund should be given to you? No unjust enrichment. Refund is less than 2 lakh, you have to give a self-declaration. If the refund is more than equal to 2 lakh, you have to give a CA certificate. There are some scenario when this unjust enrichment is not applicable. Always remember what are the scenarios when this unjust enrichment ka proof is not required to be given. Everyone here, proof of unjust enrichment is not applicable in the following cases. Exam point of view say one question they can go ahead and ask. Sir, what are the cases when proof of unjust enrichment is not applicable? Section number 54(8) goes ahead and says number A, B, C, D and F point over here. See, tax paid on export of goods, services or both. People, when I exported the goods, I paid the IGST. That IGST I will get a refund. For that I don't have to give any proof. CS certificate is not required. But, okay, whether it is IGST paid at the time of export or you are claiming a refund of the ITC, both the cases may, input and input service ka ITC you are claiming, both the case may refund will be given to you. There is no requirement to prove unjust enrichment. The next one over here is unutilized ITC under section number 54. 3. ITC refund on SEZ supplies. I will tell you one thing, everyone. Zero rated supply are exports and supplying to SEZ. Do you guys agree with me? When you supply to SEZ, that is also zero rated. When you go ahead and export, that is also zero rated. Correct? Here, you can export on paying IGST, or you can go ahead and claim a refund of ITC, give LUT or bond. Do you guys agree with me? ठीक है? Zero rated supply, SEZ also, you can go ahead and pay IGST and supply, or you can give LUT or bond and ITC refund will be given, right? They are telling when you claim a refund of this, in this case, proof of unjust enrichment is not applicable. Here also unjust enrichment is not applicable. Third, whenever ITC refund on SEZ supplies you are claiming, then also here unjust enrichment is not applicable. But remember one thing, when you have supplied to an SEZ and you have paid the IGST, that IGST payment, if you want a refund, here unjust enrichment is applicable. You have to go ahead and give a CS certificate. If the amount is less than 2 lakh, self-declaration. More than 2 lakh, CS certificate. Everyone over here, tax paid on advance and no invoice was issued and a refund voucher was issued. You gave me an advance. I went ahead and paid the tax to the government. Later I refunded the advance. I will issue a refund voucher. Government will also refund the amount to me. There is no requirement of any proof of unjust enrichment. The next is tax paid in pursuance of section number 77, that is wrong determination of place of supply. People, I paid IGST and CGST and SGST by mistake. Later I realized, oh no, I should have paid IGST. So sir, you can pay the IGST and claim a refund of the CGST, SGST. When government is giving you a refund of the CGST and SGST, proof of unjust enrichment is not applicable. The next one is tax or interest borne by notified class of applicant. If you are a notified class of applicant, in that scenario also government is going ahead and telling, if you are notified, then for you also the proof of unjust enrichment is not applicable. This line I'll talk later. Everyone over here now. People watching at home, I'd pause the video, continuing again. Everyone over here now, listen. Now, whenever you have to go ahead and apply for refund, you have to apply within how many time? 2 years. Now, whenever you're going ahead and applying, you have to give one application, documentary evidence to prove refund to due. Then, Baba, refund is due to me only. For that, you have to give a CS certificate or a self-declaration. There are some cases when self-declaration or CS certificate is not required. Now, whenever you give an application online that, sir, I want a refund, then the amount will be debited from your e-cash ledger or e-credit ledger, whatever amount of refund you are asking. If you have gone ahead and asked a refund from your e-cash ledger or e-credit ledger, if you have asked for refund, that amount will be debited in your e-cash ledger or e-credit ledger. And then one acknowledgement will be generated, which is application reference number will be generated. Now listen. Now, your application will be transferred to your jurisdictional proper officer. People listen, your application will come. Now, officer will start checking the application. It says he will verify the application for completeness. Whether, okay, he has given the application, documentary evidences are complete, sir, CS certificate was required, he has given. All the things he will check. If once he will check whether the document is complete, he will give you within 15 days of the application reference number. Proper officer will issue what, everyone? Even now, he will give you an acknowledgement. See, if the application is complete, he will issue the acknowledgement in GST RFD 02 indicating the date of filing the refund. But if the application is incomplete, always remember this thing. Always remember, if the application is incomplete, he will issue you a deficiency memo in RFD 03 and amount will be recredited. Means whatever debited amount was there in your e-cash ledger or credit ledger, that amount will be recredited. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Listen, I went ahead and from the relevant date, within 2 years, I have to give an application along with that documentary evidence. Along with that documentary evidence to prove there is no unjust enrichment. Once I go ahead and give the document, then application reference number will be generated. Now within the next 15 days, officer will check whether the application is complete, documents are complete, CA certificate was required, you have given. Now if everything is fine, he will go ahead and give you an acknowledgement that now we will take it up for processing. Now we will take it up for processing. But sir, if the documents are incomplete, then he will issue what, everyone? Deficiency memo in RFD 03 and the amount will be recredited. Always remember to your e-cash ledger or credit ledger. Now you have to file a fresh application. Remember, limitation period of 2 years will always exclude the time period from filing RFD 01 to the communication of RFD 03. Sir, what do you mean by this? Always remember one thing. Supposingly, this was the relevant date. From relevant date, I should file the application within how much time? 2 years. I went ahead and filed the application on 25th of December. I filed the application on what date, everyone? 25th December. Officer took 10 days. After 10 days, no. Officer told deficiency memo given. Deficiency memo given that the application is incomplete, file a new application. Now if I want to file a new application, 2 years to got over here only. 2 years got over here only. How do I file a new application? Though they are going ahead and telling, if officer has taken 10 days to go ahead and give you the deficiency memo, then additional 10 days will be given for you to go ahead and file your application. Everyone over here now. Now listen. My application was complete. Officer went ahead and people, you know why? The acknowledgement they will always go ahead and write. See here, when they issue the acknowledgement, no, they will always indicate the date of filing. They will always indicate the date of filing because the day you had filed the application, from that day, your money should come in your bank account within 60 days. That is why they always go ahead and say the day you had gone ahead and filed, from that day, the money will come in your bank account within how many days? 60 days. From here, the money should come in your bank account within 60 days. If it does not come, you will be given interest. Are we all clear till here? Everyone now, always remember one thing. Once the acknowledgement is given, can you tell me who are the people who always need money? Zero rated supplier. So government went ahead and told zero rated ka supplier, zero rated supplier ka money, we can't block for 60 days. We should give them refund immediately. And hence government told once the acknowledgement will be issued, from that day, within the next 7 days, within 7 days, prima facie examination should be done, and they are telling section number 54(6), read with rule number 91, grant of provisional refund. They should be given provisional refund. Sir, 90% of the refund claim only to zero-rated supplier of goods and service. 90% of the refund should be given to them immediately. Provisional refund order will be issued in RFD 04 and payment order will be issued in RFD 05. Everyone over here now. Always remember the payment orders which are issued, the payment orders, okay, I'll tell you what happens. Listen. First, everyone with me. Relevant date say within how much time you have to go ahead and give your application? 2 years, you should file your application. When you are filing your application is RFD 01. Along with that, documentary evidence to prove that the refund is due. Along with that, documentary evidence which is a CA certificate or self-declaration that the refund is due to you only. After that, what will happen? Officer will go ahead and do the checking whether the documents are complete. He is not doing the processing. He's just checking whether the application is complete, documents are complete, and documentary evidence has been given. And now, within the next 15 days, he will go ahead and give you the acknowledgement that we have gone ahead and received your application. Listen to me very carefully. Once he has gone ahead and given the acknowledgement, now here, from here to here, they should process your refund within how many days? 60 days. But they are telling from the date of acknowledgement, within the next 7 days, they will go ahead and do what? They will go ahead, and if you are a zero rated supplier, provisional refund order will be given to you, where 90% of the refund will be given to you immediately. You know what? Supposingly, your provisional refund is 1 lakh rupees. This 1 lakh rupees, only with the refund order, the money does not come in your bank account. How does the money come in your bank account? How does the money come in your bank account? You know what will happen? Along with the refund order, one payment order also will be passed. What will be passed? Payment order. Now listen, payment order is RFD05. You know what? In a day, whatever payment orders are passed by the officer, no, all the payment order, the portal will consolidate. And the portal will prepare one consolidated payment advice. What will the portal prepare? Consolidated payment advice. And this advice will be sent to PFMS ka website. Sir, Public Financial Management System. Basically, this is government ka website. And government ka website say money will be given in your bank account. Are we clear? So remember, along with the refund ka order, one payment order will always be passed. Is my point clear to all? Everyone over here now. Sir, so what will happen over here? They will pass a provisional refund order. Along with that, they will go ahead and pass a payment order. And it says over here, sir, once the payment order is passed, the payment order, I've gone ahead and drawn like this. The payment order will say, the portal will create what? Consolidated payment advice, and the portal will share the consolidated payment advice with the Public Financial Management System. This is government ka portal who gives the money back to you. Are we clear? And hence, this PFMS website say the money will come in your bank account. Sir, are we all clear till here? Can we go ahead? Everyone over here now. Sir, if prima facie examination mein it was found that zero rated supplier ko total amount should be refunded, then they are going in and telling if proper officer is satisfied that no further scrutiny is required, then he will go ahead and issue a final sanction order in RFD 06 and a payment order in RFD 05, which means 100% of the refund will be given. See, provisional refund order is RFD 04, but final refund order is RFD 06. So he can go ahead and give you the full amount of refund within 7 days only, saying, okay, sir, we are giving you the full amount of refund. And along with that, he will pass a payment order. Now, where will the payment order go? Payment order say consolidated payment advice will be created. It will be sent to the PFMS ka website, and the money will be given in your bank account. Everyone over here, always remember one thing, no provisional refund will be given if person is prosecuted for any offense during any immediately preceding 5 years and the tax evaded exceeds how much? 250 lakh. It means government is telling for thieves and all, provisional refund will not be given. We will check everything and only then we'll go ahead and give the refund. So if you have been sent to jail in the last 5 years because you have done an offense where the amount involved is how much? 250 lakh. Then for you, no provisional refund. They will do the full checking. Only then they will give you the refund. Are we all clear till here? Now what will happen? Sir, supposingly I am not a zero rated supplier. Then now what will happen? The proper officers are advised that within the next 30 days, they should do the verification of the application and document and process the application. You know why 30 days? 15 days gone here. 30 days they will take. Again, how many days remaining? 15 days only. So 15 days to PFMS ka website also will take, no. See, generally refund order to be passed, the time limit is 60 days. But proper officers are advised by the government that, sir, you pass the order within how many days? 45 days only. Because if you take 60 days, then we will send the details to the PFMS website. PFMS website will give the money. It will take time, and hence they are advised to pass the order within how many days? 45 days. Are we clear? But generally in your exam you have to remember the time limit is 60 days. Now, within 45 days, if the refund is inadmissible, if the refund is inadmissible, they will go ahead and issue you a notice in RFD 08 saying, sir, the refund is inadmissible. We don't want to give you the refund. The refund is inadmissible. Now, applicant should reply within how many days? 15 days in RFD 09. And sir, either refund ka rejection order will be given in RFD 06. People, if refund is inadmissible, what will the officer do? He will issue you a notice. You have to reply in RFD 09. Then either he will pass a rejection order, or he will say, I like your reply, and proper officer is satisfied that the refund is admissible, then he will go ahead and pass a refund sanction order. Are we clear, everyone? Now, people, can you tell me what did I tell you till now? Tell me. This is the relevant date. Everyone here, relevant date say you have to go ahead and apply within how much time? 2 years. You have to go ahead and give an application. In which form? RFD 01. Along with that, what will you give? Documentary evidence that to prove that the refund is due, plus one documentary evidence to prove that the refund is due to me only. Are we clear, everyone? Once you go ahead and do this, then officer will go ahead and take how many days? 15 days, and he will go ahead and issue an acknowledgement, or he will issue a deficiency memo. If he gives deficiency memo, you have to file a fresh application. But if he goes ahead and gives an acknowledgement, then what will happen? Then, Baba, remember, from the date of application, your refund will be given to you within how many days? 60 days. But they will go ahead and do one thing. From acknowledgement, within 7 days only, 0 rated suppliers go. They will give provisional refund of 90%, plus payment order will be issued, and the amount will be given in their bank account. Can I go ahead, everyone? But normal cases may, now they will start the checking, and now, within 60 days, the money has to come in your bank account. So what the officers will go ahead and do is, before 60 days, around 45 to 50 days may, if refund is admissible or refund is inadmissible. If refund is inadmissible, they will give you RFD 08 may one show cause notice. You have to reply in RFD 09. Now, whether they want to reject, they will go ahead and reject. If they want to sanction, if they feel the refund is admissible, they will go ahead and issue a refund sanction order RFD 06. Always remember one thing. Now what will happen? Along with the sanction order, they will give a payment order also, RFD 05. Now the payment order will be created a consolidated payment advice. It will go to the PFMS ka website, and the money will come in your bank account. That's all, everyone. See here. Now, when the refund sanction order will be passed, sir, final refund amount will be told over here. Sir, if you are given any provisional refund amount, that will be deducted, or if any outstanding demand is there, demand order. Remember, demand go amount also they can go ahead and recover. So they will deduct, and remaining amount ka payment order will be given. Tell me one thing, refund sanction 1 lakh. Can the payment order be only 10,000? Yes, they can deduct whatever is the dues, etc., and they can go ahead and give you. Everyone over here now. Payment order, what will happen always? Payment order, what will happen? Payment order will go to the PFMS ka website. PFMS ka website say, sorry, consolidated payment advice will be created by the GST portal. Portal will share it with whom? PFMS website, and PFMS website say money will come in your bank account. If the money comes to you, disbursement is complete within 60 days, then no tension. But if disbursement is not completed within 60 days, then you will be given interest 6% under section number 56. And for that also officer will issue a payment order. Sir, if the refund is erroneous refund, then I'm connecting to demand and recovery. They can demand and recover from you within the next 3 years or 5 years. If the refund was given to you in cash, you have to go ahead and return the money also using your e-cash ledger. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now, listen. Sir, withholding of refund by the proper officer. What is withholding of refund? Your refund they can withhold and keep. When? refund is due, but registered person has defaulted in return or liable to pay tax interest penalty, then proper officer may withhold your refund, deduct the tax, interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount which is unpaid, and the balance amount only will be refunded to you. Can I go ahead, everyone? So can they withhold a refund? Yes. Officer can tell Ramesh, I will not give you a refund. 3 months say you have not filed your return. First file your return, only then the refund will be given. Everyone over here now. Withholding by the commissioner. If refund is, see, one is refund can be withheld by your proper officer. Your proper officer did not withhold, but commissioner is feeling, sir, this proper officer passed a refund ka order, but Ramesh ka case mein I don't want to give the refund because this officer which order he has passed, no, department will go for an appeal. So what the commissioner will do? No, commissioner will withhold the refund. Did you guys understand the point? If proper officer passed an order of refund, but commissioner feels that department has to go for an appeal, then they will withhold your refund. It says withholding by the commissioner if refund is subject matter of appeal or further proceeding or likely to adversely affect what? Revenue. Then RFD 07 ka part A mein order for withholding of refund informing the reasons will be given to you. Are we clear, everyone? So refund can be withheld by your proper officer if you have not filed your returns, etc. Or commissioner can go ahead and withhold your refund if commissioner feels that the refund should not be given because we want to go ahead and file further appeal. Then in that case, part A of GST RFD 07 may, they will inform you that we are going ahead and withholding your refund. Now, sir, where the proper officer is satisfied, you went ahead and filed your return. You went ahead and filed your return, or commissioner lost in the appeal. Then, where proper officer is satisfied that the refund is no longer liable to be withheld, then they will pass an order releasing the refund in Part B of GST RFD 07. If withheld amount is refunded, the taxable person will be entitled to interest at the rate of 6%. I will say, you did not refund my amount within how much time? 60 days. You are giving me after 60 days, I want interest. Then comes rule number 92 1A. People, tell me one thing. What did I tell you till now? See, this chart is very, very easy. Nothing. Sir, one is the relevant date. From relevant date, you should file application within 2 years. You went ahead and filed the application over here. Along with the application, documentary evidence. Along with that documentary evidence to prove that the refund is due to you only. Chalo, very good, everyone. Now, sir, once you have gone ahead and given the document, acknowledgement will be given within 15 days. Once the acknowledgement is given, within the next 7 days, provisional refund to zero-rated supplier. If you are not a zero-rated supplier, your refund generally is given within 60 days. But before 60 days only, they will go ahead and pass an order. Either they will go ahead and sanction the refund, or they will go ahead and give you a show cause notice and then reject. Remember, refund rejection order is RFD 06, refund sanctioning order is also RFD 06. Are we clear, everyone? Now, once they go ahead and sanction the refund, whatever is your previous outstanding demand or anything, they will go ahead and deduct and then pass the payment order. And PFMS ka website say the payment order ka payment will be done in your bank account. If you got the money within 60 days, no interest. But if you did not get within 60 days, interest at the rate 6% will be given. Everyone over here now, you know what happened when I went ahead and paid. You know what? People are big thieves. What people go ahead and do, I'll tell you. People go ahead and file. Supposingly, you know what I will do? I have to go ahead and pay my output tax liability. Supposingly, I told the government my output tax liability. By mistake, I told 10 lakh. Actually, it was 1 lakh. I showed how much? 10 lakh. And I went ahead and used my input tax credit of 10 lakh and paid 0 to the government. Are we clear? How much extra I paid? Actually, my liability was 1. By mistake, I added 1 more 0 and I paid how much? 10 lakh. How much refund will be given to me? But tell me one thing. How did I pay this GST? ITC, no? What people used to do, no? They used to by mistake pay by using ITC and then take the refund in bank account. Hooray! ITC converted into cash. You getting my point? And hence, government went ahead and told over here, refund will be original mode of payment. You paid by using your credit, amount will be sent back to your credit ledger. You paid by using cash, amount will be given in your bank account. Everyone over here, refund in cash or credit based on your original mode. Proper officer will issue RFD 06 for refund of amount to be paid in cash. So final sanction amount to be paid in cash, less the outstanding amount, and then he will go ahead and issue RFD 05. Take everyone. But PMT 03 for recrediting of amount as ITC in the e-credit ledger. Listen, payment order will always be issued for what? For the amount to be paid in your bank account. But for the amount to be recredited, he will always issue PMT 03. For that, he will not issue payment order because the money need not be given in your bank account. PMT 03 ka basis pe, the amount will be recredited in your e-credit ledger. Everyone over here. But this rule is not applicable in case of zero rated supplier and deemed export. Arey sir, zero rated supplier is asking ITC ka refund. You are giving it back in the e-credit ledger only. You getting my point? Zero rated supplier ka case mein, always remember, whatever is the GST, that will be given in your bank account only. Baba, zero rated supplier. You know what I did? IGST, I used my IGST, ITC and paid. And now I am asking the IGST ka refund. You are telling the ITC you used it, we will give it back in the e-credit ledger. Arey, then what will happen? How will they survive? The government went ahead and told, for zero rated supplier, we will go ahead and give the refund in their bank account. Everyone over here. Sir, can I go ahead and withdraw my application for refund? Yes. Applicant, before issuance of GST RFD 04, GST RFD 06. What is RFD 04? Provisional refund order. RFD 06, refund sanction order. RFD 05, payment order. RFD 07, withholding ka order. RFD 08, notice. Before that, with respect to an application, you can file a refund application, refund ka withdrawal application in RFD 01W. On submission of the RFD 01W, any amount which was debited in your e-cash ledger or e-credit ledger shall be recredited. Sir, refund is available to UIN holder if goods, services or both received from a registered person against tax invoice with UIN of the applicant on it. People listen. I am a UIN holder. Whatever I purchase, those invoices pay, my UIN number should be there. Now, if I want a refund of an invoice on which my UIN number is not there, then what to do? They are going ahead and telling, if UIN is not mentioned on the tax invoice, refund will be available if the invoice copy duly attested is submitted. If you duly attest the invoice copy and submit it, then also refund will be available. No refund of unutilized ITC. ITC ka refund will not be given. When? If goods are exported, are subject to export duty. Tell me one thing, when are goods subject to export duty? Government charges export duty on goods. Government charges export duty on only those goods which government does not encourage. One place government is selling will charge export duty and not encourage. Other places ITC. Everyone over here now. See, one place government is selling will charge export duty because we don't encourage. Other place, if government gives ITC ka refund, so government says if goods are subject to export duty, ITC ka refund will not be given. And also, if supplier avails duty drawback of with respect to central tax or claims a refund of IGST, then they are going ahead and telling when duty drawback is given under custom, GST Act mein ITC ka refund will not be given. That's all, everyone. Please come to the next page, everyone. Here. Now, they have gone ahead and told what are the people. Is electricity goods? People, is electricity goods? Yes or no? Yes. Now, when you are going ahead and making electricity and exporting, they are going ahead and telling on exporting of electricity also ITC refund will be given. Is my point clear to all? So if supposingly I am Reliance, we make electricity in India and then export the electricity, whatever the input tax rate is there, I will get the refund. For that, they have gone ahead and told whenever refund is on account of export of electricity, what is the documentary evidence required to be given? They say a statement containing the number and date of export invoices. You have to give a statement containing the number and date of export invoices. Detail of energy exported, tariff per unit for the export of electricity as per the agreement, along with the copy of statement of scheduled energy for export exported electricity by generation plant issued by the regional power committee secretariat. Along with that, you have to give a copy of the agreement detailing the tariff per unit in case where the refund is on account of export of electricity. Remember, in case of electricity export, what are the documentary evidence? These are the documentary evidence. I don't think important, just for the purpose of reading. Now, everyone over here, there are two cases when unregistered person also will be given refund. Everyone over here, listen, there are two cases when if you are an unregistered person, also you will be given refund. I will give you both the example over here. See, supposingly, everyone over here, this is the builder. People, listen carefully. This is a builder, who a real estate builder. Okay, everyone, he sold me a flat. He sold me a flat. Under construction flat, will he charge me GST or he will not charge me GST? I supposingly, under construction flat, I have already paid him in the first year 20 lakh rupees. He has gone ahead and charged me GST also. Okay, everyone. Then next year what happened? Now, he told in 2 years he will give the possession. Already 2-3 years he has not given the possession to me. I told, sir, what are you doing? Give my money back. You know what happened? This builder went ahead and gave my money back 20 lakh rupees. But he did not return my GST. You know why? Because builder told, sir, the contract was done before 3 years. I have already paid the GST to the government. Now if I issue you credit note, no, I can't return your GST because the maximum time limit to issue the credit note is 30th November or annual return ka actual date, whichever is earlier. But sir, now if I issue, I can't return you the GST. But tell me one thing. Has the builder paid the GST already to the government? 20 lakh pe supposingly 1 lakh rupees ka GST. Has government already got the GST? Yes, but he returned me only 20 lakh rupees. He did not return me the GST. Now what do I do? Am I the buyer? Am I an unregistered person? Can I also claim for the refund? Yes, government went ahead and told, you can come to me and you can ask for this refund. I will give you one more example. These are the two cases basically which government has gone ahead and given when unregistered person also go ahead and claim the refund. Everyone supposingly here. You are over here, you went ahead and came to me, I am Life Insurance Corporation of India. We sold you an insurance policy, life insurance policy. Okay? We sold you a policy where we collected 2 lakh rupees ka policy ka insurance ka premium from you, plus we collected GST from you. Okay? Later we came to know that we sold you the insurance, right? We are the supplier, you are the recipient. Later we came to know that you had told something wrong at the time of taking the insurance. Insurance is a bona fide contract, so we cancelled the contract. Now we refunded your 2 lakh rupees to you, but we did not refund the GST. Why? Because we told, sir, GST we have already paid it to the government. For an example, 18,000 GST we have already paid to the government. Now in this scenario, if he issues you a credit note, he can issue you a credit note and he can give your GST back. But if it does not give your GST back, you being an unregistered person also can go ahead and apply for the refund. Are we clear, everyone? Very simple it is. Nothing. I will just show you over here so that you can remember it easily. You just have to go to gst.gov.in. Very fast. Oh no. Okay. You have to go to gst.gov.in. Array, work website, work. Internet is not there, is it? It is there only. Today is what due date for any return? 13th quarterly return. IFF facility. Take everyone over here now. Listen. You just have to go over here. Services, user services. You have to generate one user ID. See, you have to generate one user ID. They will ask you whether you want to generate. For what do you want to generate? To claim a refund, you have to say. Okay? You are an unregistered person. You are a unregistered person. Just claim over here. Click what? I want to generate a temporary user ID. Proceed over here. They will ask your PAN number. They will ask all the detail. They will ask you which state you want to apply the refund. Where your supplier is registered, that state you have to put. You have to put your detail. You have to put your bank account. Proceed and the money will be given in your bank account. And you know what, everyone? If unregistered person is applying, government told CS certificate is not required for refund claim by an unregistered person. Everyone over here in the next page, see. where the refund is claimed by an unregistered person, where the agreement or contract for supplying of service has been cancelled or terminated. People, what are the details you have to give if you are an unregistered person? If I am an unregistered person in these two scenario, if I want to claim a refund, what are the details I have to go ahead and submit? Chalo, let's go ahead and understand. See here, everyone. I should give a statement containing the details of the invoice, that is the number, date, value, tax paid, etc. Sir, this is the amount of tax paid, this is the invoice, etc. All detail I should give. Secondly, details of the payment. Sir, supplier ko I made the payment. See, my bank account say I have made the payment. That detail you have to give. Next, copy of the agreement. Baba, a copy of the agreement between you and him, and also registered agreement or as applicable, whatever the agreement will be there between the supplier and you, that agreement. Next, a letter issued by the supplier for cancellation or termination. That person has gone ahead and cancelled, that letter you have to go ahead and give. Again, it says detail of payment received. Sir, you see, he had returned me the payment, but he did not return the GST. That payment ka proof has to be there. Then a certificate issued by the supplier to the effect that he has paid the tax on the invoices. One certificate you have to take from the supplier that he has gone ahead and paid the tax to the government, on which refund is being claimed, and that the supplier has not adjusted the tax involved in this invoice against its tax liability by issuing a credit note. Supplier should give basically a certificate saying, sir, I have paid the tax to the government. I have not gone ahead and issued a credit note. I have never adjusted this tax. And also, he has not claimed and will not claim any refund. That has to be given by the supplier. What are the details you have to give, everyone? Between him and you, the agreement. Sir, I made the payment to him, that agreement. He made the payment of only 20 lakh to you, that agreement. That detail has to be given, that prompt payment ka proof, etc. has to be given, and then government will go ahead and give you the refund. And for this, government went ahead and gave one circular also. Can you see this circular, everyone? See. Circular, manner of filing an application for refund by whom? Unregistered person, contract or agreement for supplying of service of construction of flat or building has been cancelled, where the building or construction of flat ka contract has been cancelled, or where long-term insurance policy has been terminated. Did I tell you both of them? Yes. It says, first you have to go online and obtain a temporary registration. Did I show you the temporary registration? Put the state or the UT where the supplier is registered. Then you have to undergo Aadhaar authentication. People, refund will be given by the government only if you have undergone Aadhaar authentication. Then you have to give your bank account detail. Did I show you over here that you have to give your bank account detail? Then the application for the refund shall be filed in RFD 01 on the common portal under the category refund for unregistered person. You have to file under refund for unregistered person, upload all the documentary evidences, CS certificate is not required, and sir, relevant date will be, sir, I have to file my application within 2 years. Yes, from which day? The day the contract was terminated. See, date of issuance of letter of cancellation of the contract or agreement for the supply by the supplier will be considered as the date of receipt of service by the applicant. That is the relevant date. Minimum refund. Okay, one point which I want you to remember, everyone here. No refund below 1,000. This amount, this is already there. Always remember, whether it is CGST, whether SGST or IGST, always the amount is 1,000 only. CGST also 1,000, SGST also 1,000, IGST also 1,000 rupees only. If the amount of refund you are asking below 1,000, government will tell, beggar, run away from here. Government will not give you. Can I go ahead, everyone? It says what, everyone? No refund shall be claimed if the amount is less than 1,000 rupees. Now, everyone over here, section number 54(13) goes ahead and says, if you are a casual taxable person or you are a NRTP, the refund by the casual taxable person or NRTP shall be claimed only after the last return required to be furnished has been so furnished. What they are telling, if you are a CTP, you took registration for 2 months. They are telling after the 2 months, for the 2 months, you have to file your GST or 3B. Only then the refund will be given. Whatever amount is there in your e-cash ledger, you can go ahead and claim a refund only after the return has been filed. Everyone over here, the interest on delayed refund, this you guys already know. Always remember, the interest on delayed refund is how much? 6%. The next one is section number 57 and section number 58 talks about consumer welfare fund. This is just reading category, everyone. This is just reading category. Now, let's do one thing, everyone. Having taught till here, I will go ahead and do one thing. I will go ahead and give you a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll go ahead and resume our discussion on the remaining part which is there. Let's take a quick break, everyone. People, please come to refunds. All right, students, let's go ahead and now continue our discussion on refunds. Everyone over here now. Refunds may, the next portion which is remaining is what, everyone? Rule number 89(4). A very, very important rule which is there. Now, students go ahead and tell me, sir, it's a difficult rule. There is nothing difficult in this rule. It's a very easy rule. Everyone over here. Refund claim in case of zero-rated supply. Sir, refund amount is always given maximum amount admissible. It's telling over here the maximum amount of refund which will be given to you. It is told in rule number 89(4). Tell me one thing, everyone, and you know what? The formula is over here. Net ITC multiplied by turnover of zero-rated supply of goods plus the turnover of zero-rated supply of service divided by adjusted turnover. Sir, what do you mean by this? Everyone here now. You tell me one thing. If I am going ahead and making only domestic supply, will I get ITC ka refund? Tell no. If I am making domestic supply, will I get ITC ka refund? Yes or no? No. Correct? But if I am going ahead and making domestic supply and also zero rated supply, will I get ITC ka refund? Yes, but proportionate. Yes or no, everyone? And that is what they are trying to tell in the formula, that sir, whenever the refund will be given, it will be always proportionate. You should take the net ITC multiplied by the turnover of zero-rated supply of goods and service divided by the adjusted turnover, divided by the total turnover. Proportionately, the amount of refund will be given. For an example, if I tell you over here, my ITC is 10 rupees. Here, the domestic supply ka turnover is 100 and here zero-rated supply ka turnover is 100. Can you tell me how much refund will I give? For domestic supply, I will not get. Only for the zero-rated supply, 5 rupees ka refund will be given. Do you guys agree? That is what the formula is going ahead and telling. Everyone, listen now. Tell me one thing. Everyone over here. I went ahead and bought some inputs. The ITC which is there, I have gone ahead and taken. Okay? Now, these inputs I have gone ahead and used. For an example, I will say, I have gone ahead and bought some inputs, and the inputs I am going ahead and using for making domestic supply. Will I get the ITC? Are inputs ka will I get the ITC? Yes. 1 minute. I bought some inputs which I am using to make domestic supply. Will I get the ITC? Yes. But I will not get the refund. Can I go ahead, everyone? I bought some inputs which I am going ahead and using for making supposingly zero-rated supply on payment of IGST. Tell me one thing. If I'm using it for zero-rated supply on payment of IGST, I will get the ITC. But this ITC I have to use it. Will I get refund or I will not get refund? I will not get refund. I am going ahead and buying some inputs which I am going ahead and using to make zero-rated supply on under LUT for goods. My question is, will I get ITC? Array, will I get the ITC of input? Yes. Will I also get a refund? Yes. Can I go ahead, everyone? What will be the refund formula? You tell me. What will be the refund formula? The total ITC multiplied by which turnover? The turnover of zero-rated supply of goods which is there divided by the total turnover. Do you guys agree with me? And that is what is being told over here. See, the net ITC multiplied by the turnover of zero-rated supply of goods and service divided by adjusted turnover. Are you clear, everyone? Can I modify the example little more? Chalo, everyone over here now. People listening, everyone over here. I went ahead and bought some inputs. Inputs and input service, both ka refund is given. Input and input service related, both ka ITC ka refund is given. I am going ahead and using these inputs for going ahead and making domestic supply. People tell me, if I am using to make domestic supply, what will happen to the ITC? I will get ITC, but will I get refund? No. Okay. I am going ahead and making exempt supply. People, I am making what? Exempt supply. Whatever inputs I buy or input services I buy, will I get ITC? And exempt supply, you will not get ITC only. If you don't get ITC, there is no question of refund only. The next one, I am making zero rated supply on IGST payment. My question is, inputs ka or input services ka, will I get ITC? Yes. Will I get refund? No. Why? I should use it to make my IGST ka payment. I am going ahead and buying I have some zero rated supply which I am making under LUT for goods. I am making some zero rated supply under LUT, goods ka zero rated supply. My question is, the inputs pay ITC which I paid, what will happen? I will get a refund. Do you guys agree? Okay. I am going ahead and making zero rated supply under LUT for services. My question is, I have bought some inputs on which ITC has been taken. My question is, this services related ITC, what will happen? Refund. Do you guys agree with me? And hence you will get a refund of this amount. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now what they are going ahead and telling, now see, listen. They have gone ahead and told this with the help of a formula. You tell me one thing. You know what? The formula says net ITC. Net, can you tell me in the net ITC what will you take? Will you take the first one? Yes. Second one, so you don't get credit only. Exempt supply related, you don't get credit, so that is not your ITC only. People getting it? Next one. This one, yes. This is your ITC. This one, yes. This is your ITC. This one, yes, sir. This is your ITC. So this all will come in your net ITC. Okay? On the top, what will you take? Multiplied by what? Zero rated supply goods. Zero rated supply under LUT. So zero rated supply under LUT for goods and zero rated supply under LUT for services. Do you guys agree? Divided by what? This domestic supply? Yes. This one? Second one? Array, when numerator mein you did not take the ITC, how can you take in the denominator turnover? Numerator and denominator ka base should be same. When numerator mein you did not take ITC, denominator mein you can't go ahead and take the turnover also. Can I go ahead, everyone? And hence this will not come in the adjusted turnover. This will come in the turnover. This will come in the turnover. This will come in the turnover. That's it, everyone. That is adjusted turnover. Can I go ahead and explain you a little more now? Everyone listen to me very carefully. Now there is something called 89.4a. 89.4a. What is rule number 89.4a going ahead and telling? Rule number 89.4a goes ahead and says, listen everyone, if I am a advance authorization holder, listen, whenever I will go ahead and supply, if I buy from anyone in India, this person sold me in India, I went ahead and gave him the advance authorization, so he did not go ahead and charge me any GST. But supposingly, I went ahead and bought from any other person, but I did not go ahead and give him any advance authorization, he will charge me GST. That GST guy will get input tax credit. Remember, if you are a advance authorization holder, EPCG authorization holder, whatever ITC you have, because you have an advance authorization or you have a EPCG authorization, government says this ITC ka full refund will be given to you. Full under rule number 89.4a. Are we clear, everyone? So tell me one thing. If I have gone ahead and done a zero rated supply under LUT, for which full refund is already given, it means this is known as 89.4a. Under rule number 89.4a, full refund will be given. Is this point clear to all? Chalo, I'll explain you rule number 89.4b. What is rule number 89.4b? Rule number 89.4a mein full refund is always given. No question asked. Whatever the ITC is there, you will be given full refund. Next. I am a person, everyone over here, I am a person, I am going ahead and supposingly a merchant exporter. Who is a merchant exporter? Who is a merchant exporter, everyone? Remember, a merchant exporter is one who will buy from many other people. supposingly there are many manufacturers. These manufacturers are very small. Okay? So they will sell their goods to the merchant exporter. He will buy all the goods. He will put it in a container and he will go ahead and export. You know what happens? Government goes ahead and says, whenever people will sell it to whom? Merchant exporter. No, they should always charge only 0.5% CGST and 0.5% SGST. 0.05%, 0.05% CGST and 0.05% SGST. Now listen. Whenever they are going ahead and doing zero rated supply under LUT, whenever they are doing zero rated supply under LUT, whatever is the GST they pay, no, the GST is very nominal they pay. And that GST ka full refund is given under rule number 89 4B. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Now listen. Everyone over here now, listen. Now listen. This amount of GST which they pay is only how much, everyone? 0.05%. What happens? No, these merchant exporters buy from many manufacturers and they go ahead and export because these manufacturers are not big. So what they do, they give it to the merchant exporter and he exports on their behalf. So whenever they supply to them, government has told you should just charge a minimal 0.05% GST. Are we clear? And you know what? If I'm a merchant exporter, this amount ka full refund will be given to me. This amount ka full refund will be given to me. Is my point clear to all? Now listen. So 89 4B में full refund is given. 89 4A में full refund is given. Are we clear? Now I want to ask you one question. Tell me one thing. I am an exporter. I am a exporter. I make domestic supply. People, you have to tell me. Final. Domestic supply. Inputs I buy or input services I buy. ठीक है? Whatever is the ITC, will I get a refund or I will not get a refund? No refund. I am making exempt supply. Will I get any ITC or I will not get any ITC? No ITC, no refund also. I am making zero rated supply under LUT. No, not zero rated supply under LUT on IGST payment. My question to you guys is, what will happen to the input ka ITC? I have to use it. There is no refund. I have to use it. I am going ahead and making zero rated supply under LUT for goods. What will happen to the input services ka ITC, everyone? I will get a refund. Do you guys agree with me? I am going ahead and making zero rated supply under LUT for services. Can you tell me inputs ka whatever is the ITC, what will happen? I will get a refund. Do you guys agree with me? Yes, sir. Now I want to ask you, I am making a zero rated supply under LUT, which is under 89 4A. The ITC which will be there of the inputs, and I am making zero rated supply under LUT under 89 4B. What will happen to the ITC, everyone? This refund will be given full refund. Full refund will be given under 89 4A and 4B. Do you guys agree with me? Under rule number 89 4A and 4B, this amount ka full refund will be given. Now tell me one thing. If this amount ka full refund is given, then why to take it in the apportionment ka formula? Government told that turnover also you remove it, that ITC also you remove it, because that turnover and that ITC ka full refund is always given. Do you guys agree with me? Now tell me one thing. Now the formula is net ITC multiplied by turnover of zero rated supply of goods under LUT plus turnover of zero rated supply of service under LUT, then and divided by adjusted turnover. People, now I will ask you, what do you mean by net ITC? You have to tell me the net ITC, everyone. What is net ITC over here? Okay, tell me. Will this come in the ITC? Yes. This one? No. Will this one come? Yes. Will this amount come? Yes. Will this amount come? Yes. Will this amount come? Will this amount come? No. So can I tell you, you first take the gross ITC. Gross ITC mein, you know what will you do? You will take all the ITC except this. Because this is not ITC only. All the others are ITC. Can you see, everyone? All the others are what? ITC. But this amount is not ITC only. So take all the ITCs which are there other than this amount. That will be known as what, everyone? Minus the ITC which you are given full refund under 89 4A and 89 4B. Please remove that ITC. When you remove no, you will get net ITC. And that net ITC will go in the formula. Is my point clear? And can you tell me what is net ITC? What is net ITC? This one? Yes. This one? Yes. This one? Yes. This one? Yes. That's it. Can I go ahead, everyone? It means this was never ITC and this you removed from the formula. Is my point clear to all? Now, the next one will be zero rated supply of goods under LUT. Can you tell me which one will you take? Turnover 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth one. This is zero rated supply of goods under LUT. But you know what? 89, 4A and 4B also you would have done under LUT. So government goes ahead and says, do one thing, Ramesh. When you take zero rated supply of goods under LUT, do one thing. Take turnover of zero rated supply of goods under LUT, the total amount you take it, minus you do the zero rated supply under LUT, which you have done under 89, 4A and 89, 4B. Remove that amount. Remove that amount. What amount you will get, that amount is basically your turnover of zero rated supply under LUT. Is my point clear to all? Everyone, listen to me very carefully. But here, see, value of zero rated supply made during the relevant period without payment under LUT or bond. People, is this point clear to all, everyone? Is this point clear to all? It means 89, 4A and 4B did we remove? Yes or no, everyone? Next. Now, everyone over here, listen. See, this we removed it, but do one thing. Now, this formula, this is the easy formula. This is the easy formula. You know what people were doing. See, people, people are very thief. You tell me one thing. If my LUT ka turnover is more, people, I know it's a revision, but I want you guys to recall this formula properly. Sir, I am so very happy. You teach complete. Everyone here, listen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very happy. Okay, done. Everyone here now. 89 for 1 minute. You leave it. You leave this formula one for 1 minute. LUT ka, if the turnover goes up, your ITC refund will be more or less? More. So people are big thief. What people do know? People go ahead and export. No, they go ahead and show their zero rated supply under LUT ka turnover more. You know by what doing? By export invoice ka. Export invoices, no, they will show more turnover. They will show more sale in the export turnover. They will inflate the export ka turnover by showing more amount. Sir, but outside India ka person will not pay the amount, no. Outside India ka person will pay little amount they will get their black money. Sir, how to get black money? I don't know. Everyone over here now. Now listen, what I'm going ahead and telling, people started doing what? Inflating their sale. And hence government went ahead and told this thing. Listen, government told, see, your zero rated supply of goods made during the relevant period without payment of under LUT or bond, supposingly this is 10 lakh rupees. This is 10 lakh rupees. Ramesh, tell me one thing. This 10 lakh rupees ka item which you are showing over here, this item, if you sell in India, you will sell for how much? I told, sir, at 5 lakh rupees. You know what government told? Ramesh, if you can sell it in India only for 5 lakh rupees, 5 lakh ka 1.5 time is how much? 7.5. No, this I will not take 10 lakh rupees. I will take it to be 7.5 lakh only. Government also is very smart. Government told India may if goods are sold at 5 lakh, you can show your export ka turnover maximum how much? 1.5 time, that is 7.5 lakh. And hence government went ahead and told over here, see, the value which is 1.5 time the value of the like goods domestically supplied by the same or similar place. So people, whatever you have shown, 10 lakh you have shown, but those goods can be sold in India at 5 lakh. 5 lakh ka 1.5 time is how much? 7.5. So you should take 7.5 lakh. And from 7.5 lakh, they went ahead and told remove now 89 4A and 4B. Now you tell me one thing, you will take 10 lakh over here or you will take 7.5 lakh? 7.5 lakh, and from that, whatever is your 89 4A ka turnover and 89 4B ka turnover, you remove it. Are we all clear? Now listen. Now again government made one twist. People see here. First tell me one thing. You will take what? Your zero rated supply ka turnover under LUT. Supposingly this is 10 lakh. Domestically these goods can be supplied at 5 lakh. 5 lakh ka 1.5 time is 7.5 lakh. So which is lower in this two? 7.5 lakh. From this, you should remove your 4A ka turnover and 4B ka turnover. The balance amount will be taken in your zero rated supply under LUT. Is my point clear till here? But then government went ahead and again told, see, government is telling everyone over here. This I have already told you. Actual value as per your invoice or 1.5 time of the like goods domestically supplied. For an example, this is my textbook which is there, which I am explaining. Everyone listen carefully. Value as per your invoice is 5 lakh rupees. Domestically, the goods are supplied at 4 lakh. It means maximum it can be how much? Invoice value have shown 5. 5 or 6, whichever is lower, 5 lakh rupees. Is my point clear? Sir, domestically I am supplying as per the invoice. Sorry, value as per the invoice is 20 lakh. Domestically, these goods are sold at 10 lakh. It means how much you can show maximum? But you have shown already 20. What to do? 15 lakh will be taken. Is my point clear to all? Everyone over here, I want to tell you one more thing which is told by the government at the last. I will tell you, listen. Government went ahead and further told, Ramesh, you know what? The value which you have declared in the invoice, no? The value which you have declared in the invoice, see, for the purpose of this sub-rule, the value of the goods exported out of India shall be taken as the FOB value of the goods declared in the shipping bill or the value declared in the tax invoice, whichever is less. Sir, what do you mean by this? Everyone listen. In my export invoice, I went ahead and declared my zero rated supply under LUT as 10 lakh rupees. You know, export invoice can be made on the basis of CIF also. Export invoices can be made on the basis of FOB also. For an example, the buyer outside India went in and told me, I want you to deliver the goods to my premises. I made the invoice on the basis of what? CIF, cost including insurance and freight. But government told, your shipping bill may, you would have shown the FOB. So everyone, you take the FOB as per the shipping bill. In the shipping bill, supposingly you have shown the FOB at 8 lakh rupees. So government is telling first your export invoice or your FOB value which you have shown in the shipping bill, whichever is lower. Which is lower? 8 lakh. Now listen. Now Ramesh, tell me one thing. These goods in India, what is the price at which you are selling? I told, sir, I am selling those goods in India at 4 lakh. So government told, do one thing. 4 lakh ka 1.5 time is how much? I told 6 lakh. Government told, please take whichever is lower. I told, okay, 6 lakh. Then government told, remove 4A ka turnover and then remove 4B ka turnover. 4A ka turnover supposingly is 1 lakh rupees. 4B ka turnover is 1 lakh. You will get your zero rated supply. Okay, Baba, feelings are mutual only. You understood 4 lakh, yes or no, everyone? Chalo. Everyone over here, that is what is being told over here. See people, you tell me one thing. First, I have to take net ITC. Can you tell me net ITC? Gross ITC minus 4A wala ITC, 4B wala ITC, for which you are already given full refund. Reduce it and the remaining will be net ITC. I want to ask everyone, is everyone clear with net ITC? People, is everyone clear? The next one I want to go ahead and ask you. Now, you need second thing in the formula, which is turnover of zero rated supply of goods. What will you take as your turnover of zero rated supply of goods? See, FOB value or the value declared in the tax invoice, whichever is less. So people, they told the value of the goods exported out of India. So can you tell me the value of the goods which are exported out of India, what will be the value you will take? Sir, supposingly the FOB value is 10 lakh rupees. The FOB value as per my shipping bill is 10 lakh. But sir, export ka invoice, I went ahead and made 20 lakh. Which amount will you take? Government is selling beta. First make it what? 10 lakh. But now, these goods at what price are you selling in India? I told I'm selling at 5 lakh. 5 lakh ka 1.5 time is how much? 7.5 lakh. Which is lower? 7.5 lakh. Now you have to reduce your 89 4A ka turnover and 89 4B ka turnover. Supposingly it is 1 lakh and 1 lakh. How much? This will be your zero rated supply under LUT for goods. Is my point understood by all? Everyone over here now. In the exam, don't confuse anywhere. Everyone listen now. Is this point clear? Chalo. Now you need net ITC. Is net ITC clear to all? Turnover of zero rated supply under LUT for goods, is it clear to all? Can I go ahead everyone? Now I need turnover of zero rated supply of services under LUT. Correct or not? For that, you know what you should do. Listen. This is the period for which you are claiming a refund. This is the period for which you are claiming a refund. For example, this is the period I am claiming a refund. I received 50 lakh rupees for services. How much did I receive money? 50 lakh rupees. My zero rated supply of services. How much money I have received, everyone? Payment received. Payment received for zero rated supply of service is 50 lakh. You know what? In this payment, some service I will provide in the next period. Have I provided the service or not provided? If I have not provided the service, can I claim a refund or I can't claim a refund? Always remember, service should be provided, payment should be received, only then you can claim a refund. Now sir, if supposingly 5 lakh rupees ka service I will provide in the next month, but payment already came, what to do? Reduce. Can I go ahead, everyone? For an example, earlier period mein I had received 10 lakh ka payment. I had received already 10 lakh rupees ka payment. The service is provided now. Add. 10 lakh rupees add. So it will be 60 minus 5. How much? This will be your zero rated supply of service. Everyone listen. Tell me once again, everyone. This is your period for which you are claiming a refund. The total amount, see here everyone, you have to remember it like this. For the service, the aggregate of the payment received, zero rated supply for which supply has been completed, for which payment has been received in advance in any prior period. What will you do? Add advances received for services for which supply has not been completed during the relevant period. What to do? Less. And you will get the zero rated supply with respect to service. Tell me one thing, everyone. I'm repeating 2 times everything so that you remember. In the exam it comes, you have to do and come. Everyone here. Just a second. Okay, the video had got stuck. Now everything is fine. Everyone tell me one thing. Everyone over here, people watching at home, people over here. Tell me one thing. I went ahead and received zero rated supply ka payment. 50 lakh rupees. ठीक है? 10 lakh is for the next month. What to do? Minus 20 lakh rupees I had received earlier, service provided now. How much will be my services? Now tell me one thing. Did you understand net ITC? Everyone got it? Did you understand zero rated supply under LUT for goods? Did you understand zero rated supply under LUT for services, how to calculate? Yes? Now, the next thing you need is adjusted turnover little adjust. Turnover little adjust. Listen. Turnover, say we have to arrive at adjusted turnover. Turnover, say we have to arrive at adjusted. Turnover can be of goods also. Turnover can be of service also. Everyone, turnover can be of goods also. Turnover can be of. Turnover can have domestic supply. Yes or no, everyone? Turnover can have exempt supply. Turnover can have, supposing the domestic supply which are taxable supply, domestic supply which are exempt supply. Turnover can have zero rated supply under on IGST payment. Turnover can have zero rated supply under LUT. Turnover can have zero rated supply under 4A. Turnover can have zero rated supply under 4B. Please tell me, can it have? Array, did you remember the right side? Next, services ka turnover can have domestic supply which are taxable supply. It can also have exempt supply, domestic supplies which are exempt. It can also have zero rated supply under IGST. It can also have zero rated supply under LUT. Services may 4A and 4B is not there because 4A and 4B is only with respect to goods. Now, which thing you should take in your adjusted turnover? Remember, what you took in numerator, you have to take in denominator. Everyone, will you take this? Very good. This one? No. Will you take this? Yes. This was there in the net ITC. This one? Yes. Minus this and this, right? Do one thing. Take this from the numerator only. Array, numerator was what? Numerator was what? Numerator was this minus this. So this take from the numerator. Is my point clear? Next. Will you take this, everyone? Yes. Will you take this? No. Will you take this? Yes, but they specifically told this cannot be taken. The amendment which came in the formula, they specifically went ahead and told you should not be taking this. Are we clear, everyone? You should not be taking this. So please don't go ahead and take this. Then this one, yes, but this one please take from the array. Numerator mein services is there, no? Take as per the numerator. Can I go ahead, everyone? Chalo, I'll ask you again. One is the turnover. One is the adjusted turnover. Turnover little adjust. Everyone here. It can be for goods. Turnover can be for service. Here you can have domestic supply which is taxable supply. Here you can have domestic supply which are exempt supply. 088 supply under IGST payment. 088 supply under LUT for goods. Plus 088 supply under 4A. You can have 088 supply under 4B. Clear? Services, you can have domestic supply which are taxable supply, domestic supplies which are exempt supply, 088 supply under IGST, and you can have 088 supply under LUT. Please tell me, everyone. First one, will it go? Yes. Second one, no. Third one, yes. Fourth one, fifth one, and sixth one. Take it from the... Very good. Take it in the formula. Can I go ahead? Domestic supply, yes. Exempt supply, no. This one specifically told not to take, and this one to be taken. Are we clear, everyone? This you will take as per the... I hope everybody understood how to calculate net ITC multiplied by turnover of 088 supply of goods under LUT plus 088 supply of services under LUT divided by adjusted turnover. Congratulations, people. We are done with the formula. But listen, this formula which we have gone ahead and learned will become a waste if today you don't go home and do 2-3 question answer. People who will do it today itself will 100% remember. I am telling you, go home, pick up your book, solve the formula, apply it. You will see you are able to do all the question. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here. Can we go ahead? Smile, Baba, smile. Everyone, let's go ahead. Now, see, all these things which are written, no? This I have already explained. See, you have to always take what? 1.5 time FOB value or invoice value, whichever is less. Please come to the... And you know what? In the net ITC, you used to take only input and input service. Please come to the next page now. The next one over here is rule number 89.5. Please come to rule number 89.5. Now, the next one over here is rule number 89.5. Everyone over here, you get ITC refund in two scenarios. One is 088 supply under LUT, ITC ka refund is given. We understood how to take the ITC refund. Second one is rule number 89.5. That, sir, if your input pay rate is more and your output pay rate is less, your input pay out rate is more, output pay rate is less, then also whatever is the differential ITC, you will be given a refund, and that refund is to be calculated as per 89.5. Refund claim for refund on account of inverted duty structure. I will explain you. You tell me, everyone. Here, easy it is. Nothing here. Listen. Supposingly, you tell me one thing. I went ahead and bought some inputs. Sir, why are you telling input? Because here the refund is given only with respect to inputs. Always remember, here it is given for input and input service. Capital goods is not given. Here it is given only with respect to inputs. Now listen. Always, supposingly, I bought some inputs. I bought input and I went ahead and paid on the input. I went ahead and paid GST. How much will you pay? Supposingly, I went ahead and bought 1 lakh rupees ka input. Okay, everyone, 18,000 rupees ka GST I paid. Out of the input, on the input, the rate of GST is how much, everyone? 18%. I went ahead and made output. Output tax which is there on my output. Supposingly, I am making the goods A and A pay rate of GST is 18%. Can you tell me inverted duty structure or not inverted duty structure? Not inverted duty structure. Will I get a refund of any ITC or full amount I have to use? Full amount I have to use. Now, supposingly, I also have product B over here. I have product B also over here. For an example, the turnover of product A is over here 1 lakh rupees. The turnover of product B is 1 lakh rupees. ठीक है everyone? And product B पे rate of GST is 12%. Can you tell me which is inverted and which is not inverted? So when I bought the raw material, this product is normal and this product is inverted. Do you guys agree with me? Sure. Tell me one thing. Out of this input, how much is relating to product A and how much is relating to product B? Proportionate. How much will be? Sir, 18,000 rupees is over here. Net ITC is 18,000 multiplied by turnover of inverted duty structure 1 lakh divided by total turnover 2 lakh rupees. Can you tell me how much will come? Tell no. 9,000. Correct. Out of the 9,000, do one thing. How much 1 lakh rupees per 12% will come? Arey, you have to pay the tax. No. Pay 12,000. How much will you pay? 12,000. You will get zero refund. Over story. Because 9,000 was relating to inverted duty structure. Full amount you used to pay the output tax liability. You'll not get any refund. Chalo, I'll go. Did you understand what I'm telling? I will explain you with a bigger example now. Supposingly, everyone over here, I went ahead and bought some input. Input पे rate of GST 1 lakh rupees का input, 18% is the GST. ठीक है everyone? I went ahead and bought another input over here, 1 lakh rupees का input. Again the GST supposingly is 28%. How much is the GST? 28%. Here how much is the GST? 18,000. Here how much is the input tax? 28,000. Anyone, any doubt till here? I bought some input services also. Supposingly 1 lakh rupees ka, I paid 18,000 GST and that is supposingly 18% and that is 18,000 rupees. People always remember one thing. Input services are never considered for inverted duty structure. ठीक है everyone? Now, so first you have to see your inputs. Now, out of this, I made product A. And I made product B. People, I made product A and I made product B. Product A pay rate of GST is 28%. Product B pay rate of GST is 18%. Chalo. Now tell me which is inverted and which is not inverted. Input pay rate of GST is 18 and 28. It means the highest rate is 28. Output pay rate of GST is 28. So that is not inverted. But the another output pay rate of GST is 18. That will become, this is inverted, this is not inverted, this is inverted duty structure goods. Do you guys agree with me? It means you have to see any of your inputs say, if any output ka rate is less, this situation will come under inverted. Did you guys understand my point? Confused or got it? So people, which is inverted? A is inverted or B is inverted? So you will get refund for B or A? B. Chalo. Here the turnover is 1 lakh. Here the turnover is 1 lakh. Tell me one thing. Can you tell me, first of all, if I ask you in the question, what is the net ITC? 18,000 and 28,000. Do you guys agree with me? How much is the net ITC? Will you take input services? No. 46,000. Now out of this 46, how much relates to A and how much relates to B? Into 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh. This is your inverted duty structure ka turnover. This is your adjusted turnover. Everyone tell me one thing. How much will it come over here? 23,000. Out of this, people listen. Government is telling beta, Ramesh listen. For this, it is 23,000. For this, it is input tax credit is 23. Correct? Divided between both of them. I told, government told 23 say Ramesh, do one thing, pay 18,000. Pay how much? I told how much to pay. Government told pay 18. How much refund will I be given? That's all everyone is the formula. That's all is the formula. But you know what? People went to the court and told one thing. Everyone tell me one thing. This ITC relates to inverted duty structure. This ITC relates to non-inverted duty structure. People, everybody understood this. 100%. You took the ITC, bifurcated between A and B. A ka it was 23, B ka it was 23. Out of that, I have to pay 18,000. How much is my liability? 18, right? Can you tell me this 23 is the input for what? 23 is the ITC of inputs only, right? Arey sir, when I have to pay output tax liability of 18,000, 23 say I have to pay 18. This 18,000, you are assuming that I am paying out of my inputs ka input tax credit only. This 18,000, government is assuming what? I am paying this 18,000 out of what? 23 only. I am telling, why will I pay out of my input tax rate of input? Government, when I have to pay 18,000, arey, my output tax liability is 18. No, sir, listen. My 46 say 23 belongs to A, 23 belongs to B. For me, how much refund should be given? 23. But you are telling 23 say I should pay what? 23 is the ITC for input or input service. 23 is the ITC for input. Output tax liability up to pay 18. I told the government, output tax liability, my moderation, I pay this 18 out of my credit of inputs, or I pay this out of my input services, or I pay out of my capital goods ka credit, which however I pay, that is my moderation. You give me 23 ka refund. Did you guys understand my point? I told sir, 23 belongs to inverted duty structure. This belongs to inverted duty structure ka input. You give me 23 ka refund. Government told no. 23 say you pay 18. I told 18, why are you assuming that 18 I will pay out of inputs ka credit only? I can pay this 18 using my input ka credit, input service ka credit, capital goods ka credit, my wish. How do I make the payment? You give me 23 ka refund. And the case went to the court. Court went ahead and told department there is some problem with the formula. Did you understand the problem? They are assuming what? That 18 is paid out of what? Inputs ka credit. So here government went ahead and made one change to the formula. People watching at home, are you guys clear? So this government assumed that is 18,000. No. Government told okay, fine. You were getting how much for refund earlier? 5. No. Government told do one thing. This 18,000 when you are paying, no, you pay in the ratio of net ITC divided by ITC available on input and input service. Sir, what do you mean by this? Here, government told, I will assume that you are paying on the basis of, in this ratio, 18 and 36 is how much? 46,000 divided by total. How much is total? 60. That's all. Government is telling input services, both you are taking, and I am assuming net ITC of input divided by input and input service. Means government is telling, I will assume that you proportionately used your inputs ka credit also and input services ka credit also. Capital goods. Government made this only change in the formula. Government told, people, did you understand what I told over here? This 18,000, we will assume. How did you pay this 18,000? By using your inputs ka amount and your input and input services ka amount say. So basically government is assuming 18,000 was paid in the ratio of your input and input services ka credit. Can you tell me now how much will be the amount? Minus 23,000 minus. How much is this coming? 12,938. Can you tell me how much refund will you get now? Okay, done. Is my point clear to all? Now tell me one thing. Are you getting more refund? That's all is the formula over here. Everyone see. Can you tell me again, everyone? What did I do? What did I do? See here. I took the net ITC multiplied by inverted duty structure turnover divided by adjusted turnover. Everyone here. First I took the net ITC multiplied by turnover of inverted duty structure divided by what? Adjusted turnover minus the tax payable on such inverted duty structure multiplied by net ITC. This is the net ITC, right? Divided by input and input service. Divided by input and input service. Is my point clear to all? Do you guys want me to explain again or got it, everyone? Got it? Chalo, everyone over here now. Let's go ahead. People watching at home, are we all clear till here? Can we go ahead, everyone? Chalo, very good, everyone. People are telling, yes, sir, got it. Chalo, let's go ahead. Everyone over here now. The circular. The next one is the circular. Circular on people 89.4 and 89.5. I will not say A graded chances of coming, but there are good chances of coming. You can call it B graded also. They can go ahead and ask. In my opinion, no. For your November 24 exam, they will ask. A graded. Watch this 10 times and go. But remember, they will ask in the exam. And you know what? Not doing question answer for 89.4 and 89.5 is ultimate crime. 100% you will not be able to do if you don't do question answer. Please do questions and go. Everyone over here now. Everyone over here. Let's go ahead. Chalo. Everyone over here now. Listen. Circular on refund of unutilized ITC in case of export of goods which are having nil rate of tax, nil rate of export duty. People, if my goods pay, export duty is there. Everyone, if my goods are subject to export duty, everyone, I told if my goods are subject to export duty, ITC refund is not given. Do you guys agree with me? For an example, my goods pay, the export duty is zero, nil. Nil rate is also a rate of tax. So people went ahead and asked, sorry, if my goods pay, the rate of export duty is zero, will I get ITC refund? Government told zero means zero, Baba. You become hero, you please take the ITC refund. Everyone here. Whether the second proviso to section number 54.3, which I taught you, prohibiting refund of unutilized ITC is applicable in case of export having what? Nil rate of tax. Nil rate of tax ka case mein, they are telling no. Goods which are subject to export duty, which are not subject to any export duty in respect of which either nil rate is specified in the second schedule or which are fully exempted, they, simple I'll tell you, would not be covered under the restriction and would be entitlement of what, everyone? Full accumulated ITC. Can I tell you one thing? You'll remember, if my goods pay export duty is there, no ITC refund. If my goods pay export duty is nil, full ITC refund will be given. Full ITC means as per the formula, you can go ahead and claim the ITC refund. The next one over here. You know what? People, can I tell you circulars quickly? Will you remember all of it? Everyone here now. See, I'm not reading line by line, but I'm explaining you quickly. Everyone here. You know what happened? Officer went ahead and told Ramesh, when you take the net ITC, people, you take the net ITC of inputs also. Inputs means what? If I buy stationery in my business, isn't that my input? Yes. If I buy packing material, is that my input? Yes. Whatever goods you buy in your business to use in your business is your input. Do you guys agree? You know what officer was going in and telling, if you buy this stationery, this I will not consider the ITC in the net ITC. Sir, this packing material, I will not consider in the net ITC. You know what? People, spare parts, some people put it in the P&L account. If you put anything in the P&L account, it is not capitalized. If it is not capitalized, it is what? Goods. And it is inputs. Inputs ka you get what? ITC. Yes or no, everyone? And hence, officers were telling, sir, spare parts, we will not consider in ITC. Why? I told, these are inputs only. So government went ahead and clarified whether any amounts which are basically inputs, whether it is packing material, whether it is stationery, whether it is spare parts which are charged to revenue, all these are inputs and all the items should be considered in your net ITC. Everyone over here, the clarification came what? See, clarification. The ITC of GST paid on input, including inward supply of stores, packing material, shall be available as ITC as long as these inputs are used for the purpose of business and for making what? Taxable supply, including zero-rated supply. And the ITC of such input is not restricted. If it is block credit, then it is not available. Then, further, capital goods have been clearly defined as those goods, the value of which have been capitalized in the books of account and which are used or intended to be used in the course or furtherance of business. Stores and spares, the expenditure on which have been charged in the revenue. If you put stores and spare in your P&L account, is it input or not input? It will be input. And then they are telling in the books of account cannot be held as what? Capital account, capital goods. It will be held as input only. And you tell me one thing. Here you take net ITC of input, correct? Here you take net ITC of input. Will you get that ITC in this net input? Yes or no? Yes. Officers were trying to delete it so that you get less refund. Government clarified, officer, input means input. What is not capitalized is always input. Everyone over here now. The next one over here. Chalo. People, tell me one thing. Ready everyone? Chalo, tell me. I went ahead and bought one product A. Product A, I went ahead and bought, supposingly I bought this bottle. I bought this bottle in the year 2020. I bought this bottle in the year 2020. Not 20, 22. The rate of GST was 18%. The rate of GST was 18%. The same bottle, product A only, I am going ahead and selling in the year 2024 now. And you know what? The rate is reduced to 12%. Is this a case of inverted duty structure? Input and output is same. What input I bought, what output I am selling, it is same. Earlier the rate was 18, now the rate is 12, 6%. I want a refund. Will you get inverted duty structure ka refund? Yes or no? You know what clarification they told? They told even if the input and output is same, you will get a refund, but it should be the same time. It means if this would have been bought in 2024 and sold in the same time, 2024, and the rate has been reduced, you would have got IDC ka refund, IDS ka refund, inverted duty structure ka refund. You know what clarification? People listen. So, sir, how will it happen? Buying pay rate is 18, selling pay 12. Yes or no? How can it happen? Today only I bought it, it was 28. And today only when I am selling, it is 12%. How can it happen? For an example, I bought the bottles at 18% GST. You know what? I am going in and selling the bottle to military, for an example, military. And military go when you are selling, there is an exemption notification which says that military go when you are selling, army go when you are selling, please don't go ahead and charge 18%, please charge only 12. And because of that notification, I charge only 12. Input and output are same at the same point of time. At the same point of time. My question, will you get IDS ka refund? Yes. Yes. But if it is different point of time, no. Is my point clear to all? Everyone, that is the clarification which was given over here. See, people, will you read the issues at home only? Issue I have already told you. What is the clarification? The input and output being the same in such case, attracting different tax at different point of time. If it is 2020, now it is 2024, you bought in 2020 at 18, selling in 24 at 18, will you get IDS refund? Different point of time, will you get IDS refund? No. It says, do not get covered under the provision of section number 54, no refund. But then, now again people ask, sir, what if it is the same period of time? I bought at 18, when I am selling in the same year, same time, I am selling at 12. You know why? Because of an exemption notification. Then they are telling if it is same point of time, you will get IDS ka refund. Everyone here, if it is at the same point of time, the credit of the accumulated ITC will be admissible for refund. Is my point clear to all? Everyone over here. Can I tell you the next clarification? Everyone here. For an example, I am going for a refund. I am going for a refund. This is the year 2021 and this 21-22. This is the year 2021, 21 and 22. Listen, this is the year, this is January, February, March, April, May, June. January, February, March, April, May, June. My question to all of you. I want to file a refund application. Refund application you can file for a period together. Can I go ahead and club this period together and file one refund application in which 2 different years are involved? They went ahead and told even if it is 2 different years, you can club and you can go ahead and file one refund application, no problem at all. The clarification was given over here. Sir, branching of refund claim across financial year, remember they are telling you have the option, you can go ahead and club 2 years and you can give one refund application. But problem is 2 years should not cross. 2 years should not cross. It should be This year plus this year put together, the 6 month, do different financial year, right? Can I club and file one refund application? Yes. Everyone over here now, listen. Everyone, beautiful thing. This can come in the exam. Very beautiful. Please mark it. This circular, please mark. Ayo, what is happening? This circular, please mark it. Everyone over here. We all ready? Here. Now, this circular says, in case of refund of unutilized ITC, people, whenever you are taking ITC ka refund, no, whenever you are claiming what? ITC ka refund. They are telling, whenever you are claiming ITC, can you tell me ITC refund is given in what scenario? Zero rated supply, inverted duty structure. They are going ahead and telling, whenever you are going ahead and claiming refund of the ITC, in case of refund of unutilized ITC on account of export without payment of tax or supplies made to zero rated SEZ or accumulated ITC under the inverted duty structure, the common portal calculates the refundable amount as the least of the following. Means, supposingly, everyone over here, I went ahead, everyone over here, I went ahead, this is the period for which I am asking for a refund. This is the period, for an example, January to March. For this period, I want to claim a refund. As per my formula under 89.4, array, you know the formula now. As per the formula under 89.4 and 89.5, supposing this amount is 1 lakh. How much credit ka refund I should get? How much ITC ka refund I should get? 1 lakh. When I saw this period, no, this period, when this period, January, February, March, the GSTR 3B was filed, no. After that, in the e-credit ledger, only 80,000 rupees was there. How much was there? 80,000. Okay? And now when I filed the refund application, RFD01, today, the e-credit ledger may only 50,000 is there. How much is there in the e-credit ledger? Now you tell me, the refund will be given of which amount? 1 lakh rupees, 50,000 or 80,000. They are telling least of the following. For an example, as per the formula, you found out 1 lakh. But for the period, the ITC is only how much, everyone? Remaining 80,000. Okay? And when you file the refund application today, you have only 50. Which one will you get? Higher of the above. Government is telling, hey, you have only 50,000 credit. Take 50,000 and get lost. Because when you file the refund application, this amount will be debited. Yes or no, everyone? So how much will be debited? 50. And you'll get a refund of the 50,000. Supposingly, I want to ask you, everyone, if here in the e-credit ledger, it was 2 lakh rupees there, how much will you get refund? Maximum will be how much? 2 lakh, 1 lakh or 80? 80. It says, as per the formula, the refund will be given or balance in the e-credit ledger at the end of the tax period for which refund claim is filed after the GSTR 3B. Means after filing the GSTR 3B, what was your balance? As per the formula, what is your balance? And the balance in the e-credit ledger at the time of filing refund application. When you filed the refund application, what was your balance? Can you tell me how much refund will be given to you? 80,000? Okay, listen. Now this 80,000 will be given out of IGST account, CGST account or SGST. For an example, IGST at 50, CGST at 50, SGST at 1 lakh. This 80,000 will be given out of what? So they are going ahead and telling, whenever the formula is already calculated, after calculating the list of the following, they will give you first from the IGST. First they will give you from the IGST. How much will be given? 50,000. Then this IGST is gone. Now the remaining 30 from you will be given from where? From CGST and SGST equally. They are telling, see, CGST and SGST equally to the extent of balance available. Sir, in the event of shortfall, the balance available in the particular e-credit ledger, the differential amount is to be debited from the other e-credit ledger. For an example, if I go ahead and tell you in this question, by chance, you had to get a refund of supposingly 2.2 lakh rupees. First 50,000 will be used from here. Okay? Then they will use 50 and 50 from here. They will use what, everyone? 50 So basically you will get maximum refund of 2 lakh only, no? ठीक है? No, 2 lakh, 50 will be given from here. Then 50 and 50 equally. Then remaining 50 from where? Wherever the balance is there. Is my point clear? First they are telling we will use IGST, then we will use what? CGST and SGST equally, and then wherever the balance is there, from that we will go ahead and give it to you. People, the next one over here. Rule number, refund of ITC under section number 54.3 restricted to the amount appearing in GSTR 2B. Nothing. People, I am going ahead and claiming refund of the ITC. Which ITC? Which is appearing in my GSTR 2B. Means those ITC only I should take in the calculation of net ITC. The amounts which are showed by the supplier in GSTR 1 and the amount is coming in my GSTR 2B. That is what they have clarified over here. Sir, if the amount is not coming in your GSTR 2B, that amount you should not go ahead and claim a refund. Is my point clear to all? The next one. Clarification in respect of refund by recipient of deemed export supply. Whether there is any restriction on the recipient of deemed export in availing the ITC on supplies when he files a refund application. Everyone listen. I went ahead and supplied to a person and he is a deemed exporter. Means I am a supplier. I supplied to this guy. He is going to supply outside India. He has advance authorization. You know what happened? I charged him GST. I sold him goods 1 lakh rupees plus 18,000. My question to you guys, how much GST he paid? 18,000. You know what? A deemed export, if you are supplying to anyone who is an holder of advance authorization, your supply is known as what, everyone? Deemed export. Now you know what? The person who are going to supply outside India, who are holder of advance authorization, listen, generally you should not charge them any GST. But if you charge them, they can take the input tax credit. Why, sir? Why they will take the input tax credit? Because this 18,000 rupees which is there, they have to take a refund. They have to file a refund application. Now when they file a refund application, RFD 01, 18,000 will be debited. If they don't take the ITC, actually, they should just directly file the refund application. They should not take ITC. They should directly file the refund application. Advance authorization holder, no. Whatever GST they pay, that GST ka full refund is given to them. They are not taking ITC refund. They are taking GST paid ka refund. They are taking what? GST paid ka refund. Now you tell me one thing. I paid GST of 18,000 rupees. Whenever I will apply for a refund, that amount will get debited to my e-credit ledger. So I told sir, the amount is getting debited to my e-credit ledger. My e-credit ledger balance is coming down. But I never took the credit. And hence government says, no problem. Do one thing. For your ease, take the ITC and then claim a refund. Is my point clear to all? That is what the government went ahead and told to all this advance authorization holder. Everyone over here. The next one. Clarification. Okay, nothing everyone. This is very, very easy. Clarification on certain refund related issue. People, you tell me one thing. If you deducted my TDS, the amount will come in my e-cash. Government department deducted what? TDS. E-commerce operator deducted what? TCS. The amount will come in my e-credit or cash ledger? Cash ledger. Can I claim a refund of cash ledger? Cash is my cash. Any problem in claiming refund? No problem. So the clarification, whether provision of section number 51 regarding time period within which application should be filed would be applicable in case of refund of e-cash ledger. Sir, my e-cash ledger mein money is there. You told refund should be taken within 2 years. Sir, should e-cash ledger pe also 2 years be applicable? Government told e-cash is your cash. Whenever you want, you can take and go. Time limit of 2 years is not applicable. Next. Issue, whether self-certification or declaration is required. People, sir, do I have to give CA certificate to claim a refund of my e-cash ledger? Government told not required. Neither a self-declaration nor a chartered accountant or cost accountant certificate is required. Then, sir, whether refund of TDS and TCS deposited in the e-cash ledger under section number 51 and 52 can be refunded as excess balance in the e-cash ledger. Sir, you deposited TDS and TCS in my e-cash ledger. Can I claim a refund of it? Any problem? Any problem? In my e-cash ledger, if money is there, which is TDS and TCS ka amount, can I claim a refund? Yes. Yes, TDS and TCS deposited can be claimed as a refund as an excess balance in the e-cash ledger. Next. Whether relevant date for refund of tax paid on supplies regarded as deemed export by the recipient is to be determined as per section number 54 to be, if so, whether the date of return filed by the supplier or the date of return filed by recipient will be relevant. People, I'll tell you what they are telling. Tell me one thing. When you are a supplier of deemed export, people here, when you are a supplier of deemed export, when you are a supplier of what? Deemed export, supplier, I supply to advance authorization holder. Everyone, if I supply to advance authorization holder, I am a supplier of deemed export supply. I will not charge him the GST. I should pay the GST from my pocket and claim a refund. From what is the relevant date? The actual date of filing the return relating to that supply. Okay? If I am the supplier and I am claiming a refund, what is the due date? Within how much? From which due date? Within 2 years I should claim a refund? The actual date of filing the return. Correct, everyone? Okay. I went ahead and supplied to this person and I charged him GST. Will I claim a refund or he will claim a refund? Tell no. Will the supplier claim a refund or recipient claim a refund now? If supplier went ahead and charged him the GST, if supplier paid the GST from his pocket, he will claim a refund. But if supplier charged the GST, he will claim a refund. Recipient, for him, what is the relevant date? For recipient to claim a refund, what is the relevant date? From his due date of return or his due date of return? The government clarified whether it is supplier who is claiming a refund or recipient is claiming a refund. The due date, the relevant date for 2 years to be seen will be the date. See here, everyone. When the return is filed for the deemed export by whom? By the supplier. My question. I supplied to an advance authorization holder. I supplied to an EPCG authorization holder. I supplied to an EOU. My supplies are what? Deemed export. Can supplier claim a refund? Yes. Can recipient also claim a refund? Yes. When supplier is claiming, the relevant date will be the date of filing the return. Due date or actual date? People, don't forget, it is the actual date of filing the return with respect to the deemed export. When recipient is claiming the return, for him also supplier ka actual date will be taken, and when the supplier files the return, from that day he should file the return within 2 years. He should file the refund application within 2 years. Next. Everyone over here now. This circular I'll go ahead and tell you simply. Listen. Issues you understand, and then I will go ahead and tell you. I received one advance. For the service. I paid the GST to the government. I issued you a receipt voucher. Later I refunded the advance. Simple, government will also refund. For claiming a refund, I should file a refund application. Adjustment is not possible. I can't say next month I will adjust my liability. Not possible. I received an advance. I issued you a tax invoice. I already issued you a tax invoice and I paid the GST to the government. Against a tax invoice, I will issue refund voucher or credit note. Credit note? Yes or no, everyone? If I issue a credit note, my liability will be adjusted. I don't have to file a refund application. But supposingly, sir, this month I don't have to pay you anything only. How do I adjust? That time you can file a refund application. People, did you understand what I told? I received an advance. I gave the GST to the government. I refunded the advance and I went ahead and I issued you a receipt voucher and I gave the GST to the government. Later I refunded the amount. People, later I refunded the amount. So government refunded the GST. But for that, I have to file a refund application. I received an advance. I paid the GST to the government. I issued a tax invoice. If tax invoice is already issued, now government will not give a refund. You can go ahead and issue a credit note and adjust. Is my point clear? Sir, if adjustment ke liye liability is only not there, then you can file a refund application. Everyone over here now, listen. Everyone over here now. Now, the next one, issue over here. An advance, everyone over here now. An advance is received. People, the first two I already clarified. Okay? An advance is received by the supplier which got cancelled. The supplier has issued receipt voucher and paid the GST. Whether he can claim a refund or adjust his liability. Tell me one thing, whether I will adjust or I'll claim a refund. When I issue refund voucher, I will go ahead and refund the, government will refund the GST. People, I'll tell you one thing. If you already issued an invoice, to cancel the invoice, you have to issue credit note and you can adjust your liability. But if you don't have anything to adjust, then claim a refund. If you issued a receipt voucher, then how will you refund? Refund voucher. When you issued a refund voucher, you can't adjust. Government will give, you have to file a refund application and take a refund. Everyone over here now. The next one over here, clarification in respect of certain supplies faced by the registered person in implementation of the provision of GST law. Everyone over here, whether the ITC availed by the registered person of deemed export supply for claiming refund of tax paid on deemed export supply would be subject to provision of section number 17. Everyone listen. Tell me one thing. I am a deemed export ka supplier. I am a deemed export ka not supplier, recipient. This 18,000 which I have paid, I will get full refund. Why did I take the ITC then? Because when I am filing the refund application, the amount was getting debited to my e-credit ledger, so I took the ITC. Otherwise, you know what? If I am the recipient of deemed export, GST paid ka refund is given to me. It is not ITC. The GST which I pay, full refund is given to me. Why did I take the ITC then? Because when I'm filing the refund application, the amount was getting debited. Do you guys agree with me? When I was filing the refund application, the amount was getting debited. Is this actually ITC or I took ITC just for the purpose of filing refund application? Just for the purpose of filing refund application. So people ask, sir, this amount of 18,000 which is there, will section number 17 ka provision be applicable? Is it ITC? Because section number 17 ka provision applies, block credit is also there. Then apportionment is also there. So people ask, sir, will on this amount apportionment apply? Will on this amount block credit apply, or we will get a full refund? So government clarified over here, people, ITC so availed by the recipient of deemed export would not be subject to provision of section number 17. It means whatever this amount is there which you took the ITC, full refund will be given. The next one, tell me one thing everyone. You remember net ITC in the formula calculation? You remember net ITC in the formula calculation? The net ITC in the formula, will you consider this 18,000 in your net ITC? It is not actually ITC. The ITC is taken why? Just because when you are filing the refund application, the amount gets debited. So the government went ahead and told, clarification, ITC availed by the registered person of deemed export supply for claiming refund of what? Everyone over here. What it says? ITC availed by the recipient of deemed export supply for claiming refund of tax paid on supplies which are regarded as deemed export is not included in the net ITC for computation of refund of unutilized ITC under rule number 89.4 and 89.5. I will tell you simple. You supplied me. You are a supplier of deemed export supply. I am the recipient. First of all, whatever GST I paid, you know, full amount I can claim a refund. So when I am paying this GST ka, if you paid, claim the refund. If I paid, I will claim the refund. When I am claiming the refund, I'll file refund application. This amount was debiting in my e-credit ledger. So government told no problem, take the credit. But is it actually credit or not credit? Not credit. So my question is, when it is not credit, whether it will come in net ITC? No. Whether it on this section number 17 ka all the provisions will be applicable? No, because this amount is not credit only. The amount which you paid, full amount you can go ahead and claim it. Refund under rule number 89(4)(a). Arey Baba, when I am a deemed export supplier, whatever GST I have paid, 89(4)(a में full refund is given. So how will it come in your net ITC का formula? Net ITC से तो 89(4)(a and 4B वाला ITC you always remove. I hope this point was clear to all of you. Chalo, congratulations people. We are done over here. Now listen, mark it. First mark everyone, mark. Everyone here. This is an A graded chapter, 4 to 6 mark. Okay? In the first chart, I feel this situation and the relevant date can be C graded from exam point of view. Not A graded, I find them C graded. Okay? What are the situation? What is the relevant date? What is the documentation? C graded. Once read and go. Okay? This one, when unjust enrichment is not applicable, C graded, Baba, C graded. Sir, then why did you teach this chart? If I don't teach you this chart, none of the later charts you would have understood. Next. This point, duty drawback wala point, which I have told you. This point you remember. When is unutilized ITC ka refund not given? Two scenarios are there. Please remember this. Rest is all okay. Reading purpose. Please come to the next page. People, this one is there, no? How will unregistered person go ahead and claim a refund? Please read it. I like it as B graded. They can go ahead and give you a small question. Okay? 89(4)(a and 89(4)(b. Sorry, 89(4) and 89(5) ka formula is A graded. 89(4) and 89(5) ka formula is A graded. This one, people, all the circulars are important. Any circular anywhere can come. All circulars, I will term them as B graded, but I will tell you which are the important circular. This circular which is there, 1 minute. This circular which is there, no? This one. Sir, how will the portal calculate 89(4) and 89(5) balance in the credit ledger? These 3 points are very, very important. Please remember this. Take everyone. There is a question also which should be there in your book. Please do it and go. Everyone over here. Next. Next over here, all others are B graded only. I like that circular as A graded. All others are B graded. But you know what, everyone? We have put a lot of efforts in learning this chapter. I have taught you, actually revision may I have gone ahead and done it in detail so that you guys score good in the refund ka chapter. Done everyone? 4 to 6 marks is something. I hope I was able to take out the fear which you guys had in the refund chapter. There is no refund may. You know what? The whole GST may. The chapter I love is the refund ka chapter. It's very easy. But only thing is you have to do multiple revision and it will be clear, everyone. Done? I'll do one thing. I'll close my revision on the chapter of refund. My fund is there with the government. I want it back and hence the chapter of refund. Done, Baba, done. Close.